Okay then folks, welcome to our video on brackets and factorising. The first thing we're going to have a look at is brackets. Now, usually when we're talking about brackets we mean multiplying out brackets. What we need to do here is get rid of the brackets from something which might look like this. So we may have something which is 4 brackets x plus 3. What we're basically wanting to do is multiply this thing here, this 4, by this term and this term. There are two terms in the bracket and we're going to multiply them both by that 4 there. Okay. It's easiest to keep tabs on what we're doing using lines. We're multiplying every time, inside by outside, so 4 times x gives us 4x, that's how we write it. And 4 times 3 is 12. That's the answer. If we have an example where there's a different letter, y, makes no difference, y minus 2, we're still going to multiply this thing here by these two things. No difference at all. So 5 times y is 5y. 5 times 2 is 10, but notice there's a minus here. That's the only thing that changes. So it's going to be minus 10, or take away 10. If we have, let's say, a 7 here, I'm going to put 3 things in my bracket. T plus, let's be adventurous, 2v minus 6. Now you'll notice there are 3 terms, the t, the 2v and the 6, and we're taking away 6. We do it in exactly the same way. Let's put the lines in so we know where we are. 7 times t is 7t. Now, if I was to get rid of this v, I would just be doing 7 times 2. 7 times 2 is 14. So 7 times 2v is just 14v. And the last one, 7 times 6, but I'm taking away, remember this here, 7 times 6 is 42, so I'm taking away 42. Here are some questions to try. Pause the video now and try these on your own. Now we're going to make it a wee bit more tricky, because what we're going to do is introduce some extra terms. Now usually these terms aren't part of the bracket, but they can go together with other things. So let's just say, for example, we've got rid of our bracket and we've got 3x plus 6, and we've got another term floating about in our question which is 5. Okay, maybe it's sitting at the start of the question, maybe it's sitting at the end, it doesn't matter. This 5 goes with this 6 to make 11. So the two terms we've now got, we put these two terms, the 5 and the 6, together to get 11. So we've got a 3x still, put these two together, so we get 3x plus 11. Let's say we've got 4t plus 10. And there's an extra term floating about which says 3t. Which term out of 4t and 10 does the 3t go with? Well, because it's a t term, it goes with the other t term. If the letters are the same, the terms can be put together. So the 4t and the 3t go together to make 7t. Don't forget this 10 here, so we've got 7t plus 10. If you want to write it 10 plus 70, there's nothing wrong with that at all, because they're both positive terms, you can put them together either way. Let's look at it in the kind of context or the way in which it'll be written in your questions. So you might have something that looks like this. 5 plus 3 brackets p plus 2. Now it looks like you could put the 5 and the 3 together because they're both numbers. But because of BODMAS, this bit is the bit you do first. The 3 lots of p plus 2. Okay? So you're going to keep the 5 separate first of all. Then you've got, multiplying out the brackets like we did earlier, we've got 3p, and then we've got 3 times 2, which is 6. Don't forget that it's multiplying. Anything here multiplies by anything there. Now, this 5 and this 6 go together to make 11. So in number terms, we've got 11 and the other 3p. If you want to write 3p plus 11, that's absolutely perfect. Let's do another example over here. Six brackets x minus 2 plus 19. Now here we've got the brackets. We'll do that first, and then we'll add in the 19 wherever we need to. So we've got 6 times x, 6x, 6 times 2, but it says minus, so it's minus 12 plus 19. Now, which of these two, 6x or minus 12, does the 19 go with? Well, it's just a number, so it goes with just the number term. Be careful here because it's minus 12 plus 19, which works out as plus 7. You take away 12 from 19, so you get 6x plus 7. Here are some more examples for you to try. Pause the video now and try them yourself. Check your answers against the ones on the right hand side. If there's any problem, come and see me or ask me in class. The most difficult type of question with brackets is when you have two sets of brackets. It kind of makes sense to do each bracket separately. So if you've got something like this, let's say 5 lots of x plus 3 plus 3 lots of x plus 2. What you're going to do is deal with this bracket first, and then this bracket, and then you'll collect all the terms together. So let's deal with the first bracket, 5 times x. Let's put equals here. 5x plus 15, and then we've got plus 3x. Now what I'm going to do, and look carefully, I'm going to put the 3x underneath the 5x, because I know that because these are both x terms, they go together. So I'm going to put them together, almost like a chimney sum. And then I've got 3 times 2, which is 6. All I now have to do is add them up. So I've got 5x plus 3x, which is 8x, and I've got 15 and a 6, which is 21. The only time to be careful here, folks, is when you have something like this. 4 brackets x plus 7 plus 3 brackets x minus 6. Now notice you've got a negative sign here. It won't change the way you do it, but just be careful when you're collecting the terms at the end. So what we've got is 4 times x which is 4x. We've got 4 times 7, which is 28. They go there. Now you've got 3 times x, which is plus 3x. And then you've got 3 times 6, but there's a minus. Spotted that earlier. So 3 times 6 is 18, but you're taking it away. So 4x plus 3x, these are both added up together. 4x plus 3x is 7x. And 28 take away 18 is 10. So it's plus 10. Okay, some examples for you to try on your own. If you pause the video now, you can have a go yourselves, and I'll give you the answers when you start the video again on the right hand side. Okay, the answers are on the right hand side. Just be careful, make sure you understand where each bit's come from. Make sure for question 4 you've got minus 12 is plus 8, and take away 20 gives you a negative number, minus 12.